accomplishing different tasks separately. Varric went on a little quest to destroy um, the trident that he had found. Sundara and Cass had their respective interplanar adventures. After learning of the presence of Oswald Beaumont, the Sea of Swords was approached by a soon-to-be ex-councilman who showed a letter indicating that the group had a short while to vacate the premises, and that Oswald was going to remove the Sea of Swords from New Callum, as he is attempting to make the city a basically subservient to the Queen of Brightwater, with him placed at the head. As you were planning on how you could deal with this, you were approached by a mysterious individual who identified himself as Malkin, who implied that he had a close relationship with the Queen, and that perhaps a deal could be struck in which, instead of Beaumont at the head of the city, it would be this individual. So, with that in mind, as we leave, it's going to be the evening on which you met this individual. There's going to be a heavy rain that begins to kick up outside as he ominously leaves with the with the threat that shortly the full weight of the crown will descend upon the Sea of Swords, to wash you all away with them. So, with that, we'll begin. You're all within the kind of meeting chambers of the Sea of Swords, except for Cass, who ran off.
Well, that was interesting.
So I think maybe you and Sarah should talk about plans. She seemed very intent that you not make any deals with this guy, but I don't know what sounds like we've gotten ourselves in a little bit of a bind.
Are you suggesting anything?
I am explicitly not suggesting anything. I think that this is a decision that I should have no say in. This is your home and Sarah's home, and I am just here to help you.
Let's just say it was your home.
I think you would be trading one concerning ruler for another, and I think getting out of that is going to be an uphill battle.
Are you saying trust the devil we know?
Do we know this devil? Do we know any? I know nothing about Duke Oswald Beaumont except that he's ruined Cass's life, and yeah. So I and he does not like when you break into his home. Which, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't either, but
I also learned that.
yes. If anything, all I know about him is that I helped contribute to his death, and probably I wouldn't like us either if I was him.
All right. I'll
Sarah
talk
seems to really dislike him, and I trust her, so
All right, I'll talk to you.
I talked to the crew of the icebreaker because that sounds like we should be prepared for stuff to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um, I'll probably go home tonight and come back early in the morning to prepare with you all.
All right.
Message me if you need anything, okay? Oh,
Uh,
where has Cass been? He has just ran off.
I don't know. I didn't
Yeah,
get the chance to ask.
okay. Well, sure he'll message us if he needs us.
Yeah.
Those are time travel wobbles.
Hey, Jessica.
Oh, surprise guest.
Could I talk to Could I just relay the conversation to Sarah?
You're muted, Alex.
Yes, you can.
What does she think?
So as you go find Sarah, you see she is kind of half in armor, um, sitting at her bed with her sword like out as she's like resting her hands on it, kind of contemplating. Um, as you share the conversation, she doesn't really respond. She's pretty deep in thought. She just says, "This is all very strange, and it's never ideal when a fiend seeks you out, claiming to be able to help or make your life better. Um, that being said, I don't know exactly what we're going to do about the forces of the Queen coming to New Callum. Um, our council has discussed this, and frankly, I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner. We always knew the risks. I just always thought we would have more time. What do you think?"
Well, I think I think the fiend did make a good point that even if we did kill Beaumont, it wouldn't necessarily kill the deal. You know, the Queen would still attempt to take control and just put somebody else in charge. That being said, we'd be trading one dictator for another.
Well,
So I guess it's the devil you know or the devil you don't.
how much time do you think we have?
An attack starts in the morning. So we're out.
Um, with that, you see that Sarah is just kind of paralyzed and doesn't seem like she's in a place to. Her usual, like, confident and decisive self seems a little bit shaken. She just kind of begins to rest her head on your chest, and she goes, I would really like maybe you and your group to help with this.
We'll be here.
But I mean, as far as what you think is best, because I'm not built for this. I don't know how to lead people on this scale. And frankly, I'm exhausted. And she just kind of like collapses into your chest. She's not going to have any more. She's not in a spot to make any more decisions for the rest of the night.
Okay. I'm gonna tell her to get some sleep, and then I'm gonna go for a walk.
Okay. So, as we do, we are going to go to Cass, who kind of just accomplished your own adventure. I'm going to say, Cass, where are you right now?
I don't know where we are on the timeline, but after dimension dooring, we would have Cass would have just stayed in the street for a little bit, making both of them invisible.
Okay.
Just kind of holding Dunsparrow, making sure she's like not extremely fucked up.
Okay.
And then we slowly walk back, if she can walk, while invisible, back to the icebreaker.
Okay, so you're going to the icebreaker, not towards the Sea of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as the dimension door completes, I'd imagine that this is pretty sudden that you're doing all this. Like you're not wasting much time after the dimension door spell.
I'd say we spend I spend like 10 minutes invisible, just in the middle of the street.
Right.
After that, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm getting at is it seems like the first few minutes of your reunion are spent with both of you being invisible, which, you know, I bet would be kind of an odd feeling as you're rushing through the streets. There is still a heightened level of activity right now.
I can drop it once we're sufficiently away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna say with the two of you invisible, there are a few clockwork sentinels that get a little close on your path, but with the invisibility spell, you can make it by them, no issue. You just kind of are clutching onto her as you lead her through the streets, heading towards the icebreaker. We'll say as you get towards the docks, that's where the activity dies down a little bit. She seems like she's able to keep pace. She doesn't seem like she's physically injured. she just seems maybe fatigued. And as you drop the spell, you get a closer look at her. Um, she looks a little bit kind of disheveled. Her eyes look just like slightly like swollen from what look like long bouts of crying. Um, but there's this look of disbelief as she looks at you, like almost as though she's not sure she trusts this situation.
All right. I think we're close enough to the docks. We're probably safe now.
Are you real?
Oh, yes, I promise. Hands up, turns into veil. Wrong choice. Into changeling form. Back into Cass.
She just kind of touches the side of your face with her hands. She just kind of collapses into your chest as she's almost like hanging off of you. You kind of feel her body like beginning to shudder a little bit. She says,
Go ahead.
She says, I should have stayed with you. I should never have left. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. It's okay. Really, don't apologize for anything. You stayed in there a lot longer than you needed to. But we should be fine now. I didn't really think this far. I'm sorry it took so long. I was in a weird place, not mentally, but like physically. Anyways, I can tell you all about it, and I'll like pull her into the icebreaker.
Okay.
Into the captain's quarters and get her some food, some water, all the necessities.
Okay. Yep. You can absolutely do that.
I will send a message at some point once. I'll catch her up. Cass feels really guilty about this whole thing because like he knew months ago what is for like months ago for her.
Mm-hmm.
That guilt is like not faded. So exactly going to tell her that he knew.
Yeah.
But he's going to explain where he was.
Okay. She's going to she's going to listen, and she's going to be understandably in awe of your story. But about the part where you get to your interactions with the traveler and like kind of moving through realities with him, she says, look, I'm sorry, Cass, that's incredible, but I think I need to talk to you about what's going on here with my father back. He's planning on making a lot of changes to New Callum, and I don't want to withhold anything from you. So Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry, you're right. I guess we should talk about things that matter right now. Yeah,
No,
it
that.
seems like he's making a lot of forceful changes.
Well, I want to stop you. I think you finding your home and learning more about your origins matter. If anything, it matters a lot more than what's going on in some fucking city. That it matters to me, but the reason I think that this place matters to you too, and I think that what is going on matters to you too. Um, I think that in our time away, we've both obviously changed. Um, it seems like me for the worse, and as you've become part of the Remnants, which is again a very stupid name, you've
Really is, actually.
seems like you've
Fuck you.
changed too. Um, it was different to see you, I don't know, caring about, people you've never met before and wanting to make a. You just seem more, I don't know. I don't know what word to use, maybe heroic, noble, which is just different. Um, but I get the sense that you care about what happens to New Callum. And with that said, um, my father is planning on turning this place into basically a city state of Brightwater. Um, and he's definitely looking to wipe out your group as well.
Yeah, I heard something about uh, wanted for arrest being put out for all of us. Listen, you've made a lot of questionable decisions lately, but
Just kind of puts her head down.
I think they've all come from a really, stressed out, terrible place. So that's okay. Turns out having good people around you for a while kind of makes you a little more of a good person. So you can thank all of them.
Yeah.
Your father is planning on doing this uh, violently, or is it just us that he really doesn't like?
She just like looks up at you and kind of like nods her head without saying anything.
All right. So if you don't want to make this decision, I understand, but I'm going to offer it to you. How do we want to deal with him this time? Because we can get creative, or we can make it simple.
It has taken me a long time to accept this, but that man is not my father. It was hard for me when you went away. And somehow I knew that he was responsible. But I didn't have anyone else. And he treated me like I was his own and was entrusting me with his empire. So when I first saw you and your friend just standing over him, I didn't know what to think. Especially because after you made it out, I didn't hear from you, and the first thing that happens is you all. It's okay. Regardless, he needs to be dealt with in a permanent way. Because if he is able to come back, he'll find a way. He's got too many powerful friends. And he will not stop until he gets his vengeance tenfold.
Right. That I agree. That makes things easy. Well, easier. Okay, I have to talk to a couple people. And Cass, they're like in the captain's quarters. Cass leaves, close the door. And then Cass sending to Sindara.
Okay.
Hey, so I'm on the icebreaker. Dun Sparrow's with me. What's the situation over there? Are we fighting right now? I can come over.
Theric is staying at the Sea of Swords, and we are essentially taking the night and preparing for battle tomorrow. No other plans right now.
Well, in that case, I send a message. You said Varric is staying at the Sea of Swords. Are you not there?
I was heading home, but I can meet you at the Icebreaker or at the Sea of Swords if you like. I'm still in the city.
Oh god, this is expensive to have
I
an
know,
actual
I know.
conversation.
Damn it. We need to get sending
Shit.
stones.
We have them all scattered. We don't have
Here,
like a
I'll
group
send one.
anymore.
I'll send a message back. Let me know where to meet you.
Oh, that was not worth it. If you're going back to your home, I'll just stay here. Varric's probably gonna stay with Sarah.
So as Sundara was walking to the teleportation circle, she like turns around and goes back into the Sea of Solutions. And tries to find Varric.
Okay. And all it took was enough spell slots to generate 24d6 worth of fire damage.
Do I know? Yeah, I guess I'm just walking around looking for Varric for a little bit, and I think, or I don't know, if we bumped into each other as he came outside.
Sorry, did you know where Varric went?
No, I just going back in to try and find him.
Okay. No, I was asking you what I guess what your question was by putting a so yeah, I mean easy enough, like it would he's hard to miss. So you do see him exiting kind of the private chambers area, where it looks like he's leaving the Sea of Swords right now and just like walking out into the night.
I'm gonna jog up to him. Bear, can we? I got a message from Cass. He's
Oh,
at
is
the
he? Right.
icebreaker. Yeah. I was wondering if maybe we should just we spent like so many spell slots just trying to message each other. I was wondering if maybe we should just all go over to the icebreaker, talk, and then call it a night.
Yeah, let's grab a smoothie.
Yes.
Well,
I don't know where Samugi is.
I
I
mean,
know he said he was on the way. Have you seen him?
He was with us in the meeting. With the
Oh shoot! Yeah, where did he go?
Was the meeting on the icebreaker?
no, it's here.
Or no, it
It
wasn't.
was in the Sea
Okay.
of Swords. I'll say
Okay, thank you.
as you're all having this conversation, you kind of like look over in one direction and you see Samugi kind of looking around lost, kind of like John Travolta in that one scene from Pulp Fiction. Um, you kind of lock eye contact awkwardly from like an awkward distance where he's like not so far that you need to like yell, but not quite close enough to be like within just like room talking
I
distance.
just wave a large
And now he has to like
arm.
jog over or like walk quickly because it's a long eye contact moment.
Mm.
Yeah, Smokey approaches the group.
We're going to the icebreaker. Want to come?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Are we preparing ourselves for battle?
That's a good idea.
I mean, yeah. I figured we'd talk to Cass. He probably has some, sneaky information that he snuck around and got or something. Don't know where he's been this afternoon, so let's find out. Right?
Cass.
Seems
Be
like a
most
Cass thing.
helpful. Let's go.
Yeah.
We
Truly
travel
is.
the icebreaker.
To the icebreaker.
Okay. With that, you make your way over. Uh, at one point, as you are nearing the docks, you see a clockwork troll that is seemingly um, kind of making rounds on some kind of patrol. That is kind of quickly approaching your group. Do you all stand still, try to like dive to the sides to avoid being spotted, or just wait for it to approach?
I cast invisibility on all of us.
Okay. Give me some stealth checks with advantage.
Stealthy, stealthy, stealthy.
Mm,
That is I'm almost there. 18.
wow.
Okay. So before you cast a spell, it saw you. So as it approaches, you just hear the metallic voice echo out from somewhere on its body. Citizens, the Lord Regent has deemed a curfew. You are to go back to your homes. And it just like walks past you, basically thinking that you like ducked behind an alleyway, and it repeats that same line. Kind of, and you hear it kind of fading in the distance. And after a brief
Close.
while, it's gone.
That was a
Might as well
close one.
just, yeah, might as well just get there a little sneakier.
Okay. So with that, you can make it the rest of the way, unbothered. Upon getting to the icebreaker. It's very late at night at this point. The crew's asleep, it seems, all except for one individual. As you see Leland kind of puffing a little pipe, leaning over the edge. It just goes, Captain, 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 Captain. And are you all? Did you drop invisibility, or are you still invisible?
Invisible until we walk up. Wait, does he see? Does he look at us while we're invisible?
Give
as
me
we're walking up?
a perception check.
Say 23.
Yeah, he's staring right at you.
While still invisible, I'll say, "Hello, Leland. Good to see you again."
Captain,
Just and then I drop
Captain,
invisibility.
Captain, Captain, Captain. With that perception check, as you walk by him, you see like a little glint on his eyes, and almost like you swear, almost like you can see like a runic pattern that like briefly flashes in his eyes.
Have you seen Cass on the come aboard?
Yeah,
The
was the
captain's quarters, the dining quarters.
yep, he's the first captain
Two.
that came through.
Uh,
So, the captain's quarters. He had his mistress, his sort of off and on fling girlfriend.
Oh, really? That's good news.
I don't necessarily know their relationship status, but Danny talks.
No, yeah, none of us really know their relationship status, I'll be honest. Awesome.
Seems like it could be distressing. Sometimes we find comfort in labels.
Thank you, Leland. I go walk over towards the captain's quarters and I like look up
I
at Varric and I'm
follow.
like, Leland, there's a lot going on under the surface of that man.
I don't even question it anymore. He's old as shit.
I think he said he was like 30. He just looks old as shit. I remember asking him about this, and he was like, I'm like 30, so I don't know what's gone on in his life other than making a deal with something.
I mean, I don't know. He wouldn't get off the boat. You know, maybe he doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, he said he would die if he did. Remember that time we saw him just walking along the, like, just in the water, not touching land?
Yeah.
That's, dude's weird.
I don't know.
Anyway, knock on the door in the captain's quarter.
Oh shit. Pierce or Cass left. Is it just what's her face there?
Yeah. So, Cass, where are you? Are you there when the group gets there?
You're muted.
Nope, we lost you.
Seeing.
Yeah. Sorry, it's been a long I don't know how much time. I've been imprisoned by my father, stuck inside a sort of
Testing.
magic-proof isolation shell. Yeah, so
Sounds shitty.
Yeah, that sounds pretty effed up.
yeah, I don't want to get too much into Cass's business behind his back or anything like that, but you know, you've all grown pretty close, and I just want you to know, it looks like he's been stashing some of the really, really fine wine in a secret compartment, not in the wine shelf, and I found some, and I was planning on opening a bottle, and maybe that would help facilitate the what's to come.
Did you eat anything already? We have a pretty good chef on board, and I don't imagine you've had some good food recently.
Cass actually, he saw to that, so I
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm starting slow, but yeah, I've got this. Thank you. So Cass, where you stepped out, as we lost you, I just said that Dunsparrow was in there alone.
Yeah. Audio's hello. Is this working?
Yep, we got
Yeah.
we got.
Yeah. Apparently, I Cass went for a walk, so I guess he comes. He
Yeah.
arrives now.
Yeah. As you get back, you see Leland just up there, kind of smoking a pipe, and she goes, "Captain, rest of the captains are back. They've rendezvoused with your."
Thank you, Leland. Wasn't expecting that. We should
Sure.
probably get some sleep. It's gonna be a fight tomorrow.
Isn't there always?
Yeah, there hasn't been for a little while. Or I guess if you're speaking like, yeah, okay. All right, Leland, you really should get some sleep. That's way too. Good night. Night.
Captain.
Go into the captain's quarters.
Okay. As you go into the captain's quarters, you see Dunsparrow, who has located your last bottle of the green bottle reserve that you'd been hiding from the rest of the crew.
You know, I think that's like the third last bottle I've had, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say that every time it comes up, that it's your last bottle. But this one's actually your last bottle. And right as you enter, you just see as she looks up and makes eye contact with you right as she pops it. And then she sets it down on the table and just kind of like slinks into a chair for letting someone else pour and serve.
I'll walk in, start pouring and serving.
In fact, she is going to shamelessly like slump down on the chair and then just like look over at the bed and then just like crawl over to that and then just like plop down like sideways as she's like staring at all of you, like kind of like sleepover style, and she's just gonna go, so
way too casual.
I think we have a lot to talk about. So you all know that my father's back, so I hope that was as delightful a surprise for all of you that it was for me.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to kill all of you.
Yeah, we know.
And if you kill him now, he's just going to come right back. And he is going to turn New Callum into a elitist monarchy like Brightwater is. And he'll make a ton of money, become even more powerful, just like he always does. And a lot of good people are going to get hurt along the way.
So what's your suggestion?
Cass walks over with a glass of wine, hands it to everybody. Listen, as
you.
long as he doesn't attack us tonight, we have ways of dealing with him without killing him. Obviously, we were straight up suggested a soul cage, but that only buys us the night. We'd have to deal with his clones or whatever he's got. We need a way to stop him without killing him, ideally.
But
we can do it the long way around and just kill him as many times as he comes.
Oh, just so you're completely up to speed, a devil or demon did come by and offer to, like over at Varric, what would you call it? Take over be a governor of New Callum? I don't know.
Yeah.
He just approached you.
He showed up at the Mortal Promise and wanted to talk with the leader of the Sea of Swords, so had a chat
Really?
with him and Sarah. Sarah wasn't really having it, so we talked to him for a
She
while.
said, "Don't make a deal with that demon."
Yeah.
But he seemed kind of more like a devil.
A devil.
Oh.
We're kind of tossed, like, kind of up in the air about whether he was a demon or a devil.
I mean, yeah, it was like, you know, Sarah knows her way around fiends pretty well. But, you know, I never made it.
Important, really.
He did mention that he had a, quote, intimate relationship with the queen and wanted to get back at her, which is why he was...
As the group's going back and forth, like, kind of, like, giving their, like, like, slight alterations of, like, how this went down, you notice this whole time Dunsparrow, like, almost as soon as this is brought up, is, like, trying to speak, but, like, the group's kind of, like, talking over each other. And then she just, like, is quiet, and then, like, looks for a spot, and then, like, Varric cut in, and then is, like, quiet again. As the group is just, like, constantly talking over each other.
Well, suffice to say, our options here are limited to A, going to war with the Queen of Brightwater, making a deal with this untrustworthy fellow. Dunsparrow, do you have any thoughts?
I think I know who that is.
Who is it?
Oh. Perfect.
Not Haskell, is it?
So... No, God, no. No, he's a lot more erratic. How much do you all know about the Queen? Cass, I feel like we haven't really talked about this. I mean, it makes sense, because I didn't learn most of this until after.
Well, you know, I know as much as every upstanding citizen of Brightwater knows.
So nothing.
Yeah, if that's appropriate for lore.
So basically, like, your understanding of the Queen is that she's basically kind of this, like, Mary Sue badass, like, independent woman, like, just, you know, she stuck it to the man, stuck it to the FETC,
She's
but
just this mythological heroic figure, but not public though.
Sort of, and any, like, legend about her is, like, reference to her leadership. And then there's always kind of like this vague, like, because, you know, we live in a fantastical world where people, like, you know, are incredibly powerful and have like magical capabilities and stuff like that. And like there's like some talk about the queen being like somewhat of like a magician, but it's more just like she's just like the ultimate leader, like just basically like the smartest person in like Karsus, um, but also like very caring, very cunning, um, but like not much is actually known about her, and like there's almost like a focus to not talk about that too much.
Okay.
So Dunsparce just goes, so the queen is an immensely powerful witch and probably the foremost expert in the world on demonology. He has had a recurring gentleman suitor that presents in different forms under different names, but apparently it causes a lot of drama within the court. And there is a persisting rumor that she is courting a demon prince. It seems a lot of her personal life is kind of based on these forbidden trysts with this individual, and there's kind of constant like jealousies and kidnappings to different planes. You know, one time he'll entrap her in something, and then she'll entrap him, and then they'll make up and have this kind of like fiery demonic romance is kind of like the rumors that I hear.
Gross.
Okay, so if we reject this demon prince lover, his chance to play his games, you think he's gonna take that too kindly?
So the my vague understanding of how the relationship works is he just always has schemes going on and finds ways to make her more dependent on him. There's sort of, I guess, like a power struggle between the two of them. Like, who's actually the one being manipulated? It sounds very toxic. As someone who admittedly can be a little bit toxic, this sounds worse. Just like two of the worst people that are being the worst to each other. To be honest, I get the sense that he would probably not care and be totally happy to watch all of you be annihilated under the boot of the queen as he takes another angle. Because he could just as easily say you took the deal from him, just as easily announce himself as the ruler of New Callum, and then, you know, make a big show of it for a couple days, get bored, and then blow it off.
Or take over and then get back with the queen, and we're in the same position we would be with if we had Beaumont.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. So,
like, imagine like what a teenage boy who could just will things into imagination would do, and then pretty much that is like the level of recklessness that we're talking about.
So, first of all, I did state he was a demon, so I hope that puts a rest to my identification abilities. Secondly, the situation sounds extremely volatile and perhaps not in our best interest to take up this demon as an ally. Dunscar, I don't know how familiar you are with the thought process or culpabilities of the Queen, but do you perhaps think that she would be open to a bit of royal diplomacy, specifically from the kingdom or the dynasty of Hongul?
Mm.
Oh shit.
Forgot we had a
We have a king on our side.
king on our team.
She kind of cocks her head and says, I don't understand.
As it so turns out, I would like to reintroduce myself as King Chedong of the dynasty of Hongul.
You see that she just kind of like and looks at you, Cass.
Yeah, I know. We found him drinking water-breathing potions in a barrel of alcohol for who knows how many days. The king.
Crazy, right?
I'm sure this will go down as terrific Hongul lore one day, but
I
as of now,
was about to say
it's-
someone really needs to write a book on just all of this, because you guys have, each of you is just, well, mostly, well, I won't. Yes.
Well, what were you gonna say?
What I was going to say is that absolutely that's a huge bargaining chip.
Varric, you did
Yes,
say that Sarah hasn't been able to get an audience with the queen, right? So maybe if if Samugi, that's the audience that she needs.
That's not yet.
Could
I
we
agree.
prevent the attack if we do this early morning?
That's what I would hope to achieve. However, if it came down to it, I don't have the military support yet. While I was away, I was sort of chipping away at that, and I didn't manage to make any connections yet, as this kind of suddenly came up, this issue with the Queen and with New Callum. However, I think it would be best if we avoided confrontation with the Queen's army.
Cass, you watch as Dunsparrow kind of shoots up as this is being discussed. And, like, you know her, you can see she is plotting right now.
Is this normal? What's happening? She's just pacing.
She kind of like looks up at all of you as you're all. You almost see her like holding her hands up to her chin as like she's sitting upright in the bed, and almost like you can almost see her like making pen strokes as she's like writing some kind of like royal like decree or something like that. And she sees you all staring at her and says, "Oh, sorry. What?"
Continue.
Yeah, what's the plan?
Yeah, it looks like you're doing something important.
Sorry, this is sort of my thing.
Yeah.
So as I remember, the Hongul king has been missing for some time. So I'm getting the sense that your majesty is currently still in exile. Is that fair to say?
Well, exile, self-exile, perhaps. I don't think I'm necessarily in poor standing with the governing body, but I haven't confirmed.
Right. I believe me, I meant no offense, but without an official return, um, your name might not hold as much weight. So if you were to, in diplomacy, first impressions are extremely important, but a meeting and potential, I mean, either a potential alliance or a potential threat of your very impressive dynasty um, could absolutely sway things one way or another. Um, because I will say, you know, the Queen also has the FETC to deal with. So if there's any question of uh, prodding hostilities with the Hangul dynasty over a takeover of New Callum, uh, that would definitely put a wrench in things. Now, the issue is you would need to legitimize your claim to the throne of the Hangul dynasty.
Which I fear we don't have time for, being that this attack is imminent.
We may not be able to stop the attack tomorrow, but if you make it through that one, then perhaps there'd be time. Um, if you can think of any other schemes to try to stop the attack in its tracks, I personally can't. For me, this is more like a big picture that I'm trying to weave together. But basically, the skeleton of the plan that I'm brewing is survive the attack tomorrow. Show the Queen and the people of New Callum that the Sea of Swords is going to stand its ground and remains the dutiful protector of the people of New Callum. In parallel, the group known as the Remnants, which is a dumb name, will align themselves publicly with the Sea of Swords and against the rule of Oswald Beaumont. You've developed a little bit of a reputation, not much of one, but a reputation nonetheless. And it has some bearing. And while you publicly puff out your chest, throw your weight around, secretly you do whatever you can to legitimize the king's claim. And once you've secured that, you return with the true threat, which is that the independence of New Callum is quintessential to the trade of the Hangul dynasty, which is obviously a fucking lie, but indicate that a takeover would incite hostilities with the Hangul dynasty, in addition to who are already feud with the FETC. I think that would definitely stop this.
There's a crown in the middle of the ocean. I mean, a crown kind of pretty squarely says, "I'm the king."
Ah,
We can go.
Samugi interrupts and holds up his finger and pulls out a bag of holding that you guys have never seen. And like Mary Poppins style, just starts like looking in there, like sticking his whole head in there, and procures a crown. And better yet, Alara has been so kind to remove the curse for me. Don't hold it against her. I asked her not to tell anyone.
Oh,
Um.
well,
Wow. Yeah.
shit.
That's a busy few months for you, Samut.
Uh, good question for you, Smokey. Are there any, like generals that would still be loyal to you in the Hongol army?
That I do not
Because
know, as I've made my presence anonymous during my time there.
okay. Well, it might be I think. It's a good idea for us to try and hold off tomorrow, and then we could do whatever we need to help you get back in charge of your dynasty thing.
Yes. As for tomorrow, I worry the damage that will be caused by this attack from the Queen of Brightwater, and I wonder if it's not worth bluffing our way through a deal with her, just based on who I present to be, though my place in the Hongol dynasty is not legitimized yet. Do we
With
know?
that, Dunsparrow kind of raises her hand and says, as I mentioned before, in diplomacy, first impressions are paramount. My recommendation would be that if you were to announce yourself as the king, that you would do so in a fashion that would be unable to be disputed. Meaning, I would have all of it sorted out, because if you bluff, which she probably will see through, and then try to legitimize your claim after, she'll take it much less seriously even after it's legitimized.
Can't you just like
Does the
welcome? Can't you just like welcome King Chedong into the city of New Callum? You have to have some sort of leadership under your name still. Is that official?
I don't, because to protect you all, Oswald Beaumont was never officially dead. He was retired. And most of what I was doing was as a proxy of him.
Well,
And the
So,
first thing he did when he locked me away for the last few months is basically forge documents in my name, transferring all my power back to him.
yeah, that's fine.
So, as far as anyone is concerned, I'm just a spoiled little adopted drow girl that's just the Duke's plaything that he gives fake jobs while he does all the real work. So no, I don't have any say. So even if I did, at best, yes, I could get you a meeting, but there's a difference between getting you a meeting with the Queen and having her actively stop the biggest expansion of her power since she came to power.
also, now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you were the actual king in, a public fashion, you wouldn't need to request an audience. You could just show up.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
You know, the other thing I'll just point out there is, like, what if, you know, also you announce yourself as king, but you don't have any of the backing with you. And what's more dangerous is that she believes you, right? And then she's like, "Oh, you're the Hungul king, and you're telling me that there'll be problems. You and what army?" Looks over your shoulder, sees you guys, and she's like, "Okay, power word kill or whatever," right?
Okay, so we
Like-
validate things first.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about the
Everything
whole
you do,
show
you want to do it very publicly and very formally and officially. Because if you try to go underhanded here, that is a game you're going to lose.
So here's the plan. Let's all get some rest, because we've got some ass to kick tomorrow.
I'm with Eric. We've dealt
Um,
with stuff like this before.
Dunsparrow, at some point in the conversation, has finished her glass and is just holding the bottle, and she's like gulping from the bottle, and she just like points at Varric right as he says that.
Guess I'm not the dumb one after all.
Said that. None of us have ever said that.
I don't think I ever said that.
I'm pretty
That's-
sure you
that
said
was-
I was dumb.
probably have said it.
She might have actually. She has said
I
some stuff.
I might have.
Listen, you killed her father. Okay.
I've been learning that as someone that. That's right.
Right. You have permission to call him an idiot.
You kill one person's father, and it's all.
I mean-
becomes a big deal. Yeah, kind of sometimes.
I feel like Eric. Honestly,
Fair.
it's
He's
fine.
back, right?
We
By the way-
can do this.
The whole thing about if you do try to kill my father, you don't have to kill him over and over again. Just give the soul cage to me, and I'll turn him into tincture.
You turn your father into tincture?
Jesus.
Cass laughed out loud
Horrendous.
very suddenly.
All right, so we're getting rest tonight. I've got ideas. So they're coming by sea, right? Is that right? This is like a siege by sea.
Mm, I let me roll for Dunsparrow.
Aren't they landlocked?
New Callum? New Callum's a port.
No,
Oh,
not
is
New Callum.
oh, Brightwater has sky ports.
So Dunsparrow just goes, I'll be honest, I know all the like court stuff, like the gossip, the like that kind of stuff. I don't know the tactics of Her Majesty's blade.
Cool. I'm gonna go back and spend the night with my wife. Deuces.
Good night, Eric. See you in the morning.
Be here early.
I'm gonna be with my wife fighting. At the,
Yeah.
Sea of Swords. I thought we should all, make a public showing that we're teaming up.
I was gonna stand on the bow of the icebreaker and like just shoot stuff.
I mean, that works. I can't really shoot anything.
I think I'm
Okay.
with Varric. I think I'm gonna go home too, but I'll be back really early. But I need to get like my armor and my components.
Smoogs, I'm sure we've got an extra place to stay at the Sea of Swords, unless you want to stay on the icebreaker.
I mean, he has a whole room here. I mean, it's not a
I'm just-
kingly room, to be fair.
I'm
You
just
gotta.
saying.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right. Anywhere I can host up for the night and just make myself a nice pot of sleepy time tea would be great.
I think. Wait, was Samugi and Alara? They were the ones sharing rooms. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Alara is pretty much moved out. You should just push her stuff out of the room.
Whoa.
We have
Where is
closet.
Laura staying these days?
With the sisters.
Ah, okay, well, I don't have to push her stuff out. I can,
Push it in the corner.
I will leave her belongings undisturbed,
So
and it will
sweet.
remain a shared space until she decides to return.
Okay.
Works out.
With that in mind, Varric, you're taking off. You're all going to your respective lodgings. And yeah, if no one has anything else to do at the table, we will go into long rest. So you guys can all make the changes of long rests, replenish any spell slots used by sending spells, regain any lost hit points, hit dice, that sort of thing. So head count, where is everybody when the morning comes?
What time did we finish our powwow?
Probably about midnight.
Okay.
That's late.
Sundar's gonna take her short long rest, and she's doing that at home, so at her clockwork cabin.
Oh, okay.
But after 4 hours, she'll come back.
Okay.
I'm at the Sea of Swords.
Yeah, I'm on the icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
If everyone's gonna be on the icebreaker, I'll head to the icebreaker. But I think we should really be with the Sea of Swords.
I think we should take the icebreaker to the Sea of Swords.
I like that plan.
Not a bad idea. Okay, I like that. Then I'll just wait here if you're gonna show up.
So Sundara, you are going to the icebreaker. Is that right?
Yeah, in the morning she'll get stuff ready and then head to the icebreaker.
Okay, because no one else can pilot it. Your crew has just
Yeah.
been sitting here.
Yeah, she'll come
Or,
back.
We've got to
Um,
this. We got to get a manual.
A user's manual?
No, just like a way for normal people to use it. Because without Sundar, it's just a hunk of metal.
Oh, you mean like a manual, like
Yeah.
manual controlled?
Yeah.
You can hire a wizard and make ship starting scrolls.
Oh.
I don't know how to do that, but I'm sure we can.
Sundara, give me an Arcana check.
Wait, the ancient Netherese.
I know. 16.
Just have Solonor do it.
Ask him.
As you're like, there's obviously much bigger tasks at hand right now, other than like finding a way to get like an autopilot form of the ship. But a thought that occurs to you is you don't necessarily need a pilot. What you need is an interface between Bev and whoever's trying to control the ship. So if you could somehow create something that
Something
would,
that could compute
yes,
between you and Bev. Maybe a computer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're all weak.
So with that in mind,
Actually, before we get back, does Solonor have anything to say about Beaumont? I don't know anything about Beaumont.
so yeah, what are you asking him?
I guess when she's getting ready for stuff and she's like, so Beaumont's got the Queen's backing and they're going to attack New Callum. Is Beaumont, I mean, I don't know him other than what I've heard from Varric and his daughter, but do you
He's
have any tips on
Beaumont is a conniving weasel who sees himself as a master swordsman and master arcanist when he's at best average at both.
Whoa.
That's
He
Shade, dude.
his most exploitable weakness is his ego. He's got a uncontrollable need to be the one who comes out on top. I suspect a very deep-seated insecurity that has only been made worse by spending so many years surrounded by people from all different walks that were superior to him in many of these different ways, with Gunnar being our potentially one of the most potent martial combatants, and then being around spellcasters such as myself, Faraday, even Autoluke in his heyday. But that same, what I see as a weakness, is also something that makes him dangerous, erratic, sometimes unpredictable. I myself have been surprised as to the risks that he's taken and the lengths that he's gone to preserve and protect his own ego. And again, as someone that considers myself a student of human behavior, Beaumont is someone that has, time and time again, surprised me. So with that in mind, despite my honest opinion of him, I would also recommend that you do not underestimate him. And I will also say that the fact that a handful of, how he would put it, nobodies managed to walk into his home and murder him in broad daylight, that is probably going to be the point of focus. And he's probably got a point to prove here. And it's something he's probably been scheming about for basically however long it's been that he's been resurrected by Faraday. Is that helpful, my dear?
Yes, that was very helpful. Wow, you guys were an interesting bunch.
You know, it wasn't always that way. For quite a long time, we were a lot like you all. Just
I
doing
think-
what we thought was best. And we all kind of went our separate ways, gained our separate interests.
I'm just thinking about, if in 50 years Varric is like Gunnar and is running around controlling prisons and weird stuff like that. Can't really see it, but
You're thinking that you're all going to turn out the way that we did?
no, I mean, geez, when you think about it, this world kind of is dark and cruel and
Has a
terrible,
tendency
and
to corrupt.
everybody, stepping on someone else to seize power. All these little people get caught in the crossfire. I don't know.
With that, he kind of like steps in and like puts his hand, he gets kind of close, puts his hands around your waist and just says, well, again, as someone that considers myself a student of behavior, I don't think that's going to happen to your group because you all have something that we never did.
What is that?
Oh, I thought by me making this physical gesture that was my answer. No, it's you, Sindara.
Oh. So I'm gonna go stay on the icebreaker for a while. I probably won't come back for a little bit while we figure this out. Who knows where we're going next? I do have a little gift for you. I made this a while ago, and I didn't have a good time to give it to you. So she puts down 2 compasses, like on the table in front of her, they're matching. They're like polished golden brass. She hands one to him and takes the other one. And she watches and waits for him to open it up.
So sorry. What this is a polished
Like a
brass,
little, like a
like
polished like compass that it's like a clock, like a brat, like one of those pocket clocks. But when you open it, it's not a clock; it's a compass.
He. I'm gonna roll a wisdom check first. Okay, that's a fail. So he sees it immediately. His eyes kind of light up, and he watches his eyes glow with this golden light, and immediately, it as he takes it, the device opens up on its own, and then what does he see?
So there's an engraving inside that says "My son," and then the compass itself points directly at Sandara. So, like, even if he moves around, it stays pointing at her.
You watch as he basically observes this device from the inside out. Immediately communed with it, sees every intricate signature that you've left within this thing just by having your own style of creation. And you can see that that the engraving you put in there is basically the last thing he sees, because he literally is looking at this thing bottom up. And you see as all the little clockwork components flex, almost like this thing is alive. And then as he lets go of the spell, he sees the engraving and extremely grateful, pulls you in for a hug.
All right, be careful while I'm gone. Water the flowers.
He goes, while you were gone, I made a crude irrigation system.
Oh, finally, nice.
So it's automated now, and there's no clockwork automatons, no use of tincture. It is actually through the use of the cycles of the sun. So it just needs maintenance every 3 to 6 months or so. But yeah, it's been taken care of.
I'm very excited for all the things you're going to make and that I'm going to see when I get back. All right. Oh,
Gives,
actually,
a
can you
faint smile.
teleport me to New Callum so I don't have to use my energy to get back?
He says, of course. He is going to do that. But let's see. Before he does, he is going to cast a 9th level aid spell on you.
Sweet.
And then he'll teleport you back. So that would be an additional 40 hit points that your life total is increased.
Awesome. Thank you. As I get to the icebreaker, the first thing I'm going to do actually is stand on the bow of the ship, which I think is the front, not positive, and pull out because I think it's like 4:30 in the morning because she did like 4-hour rest
Yep.
or something. Okay. Stand at the bow of the ship, pull out a scroll, look up at the sky, and cast Control Weather. And she is going to start creating a storm.
Okay.
Takes a while, so that's why I'm doing it now.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And what's the range of this thing?
5 miles from myself.
How far is
Okay.
the Sea of Swords?
How far is what, Merrick?
The Sea of Swords.
I imagine within 5 miles since we walk there all the time.
Yeah, surely. City's not that big.
Yeah, the Sea of Sword. Yeah, it's definitely. I guess more than the range, I wanted to know uh, the area.
Oh. It just says within 5 miles. I don't know if that's a circle.
So,
That's
like,
a...
how large is this?
5 miles.
Yeah, I think it's...
Oh, so it's not
That's
like.
my
I see. I
assumption.
see. I
Yeah.
see. So it's
Oh, it
like
is. Okay.
5.
Sorry. Yeah, it says self parentheses area 5 miles.
Okay, so the area is 5 miles. Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's a circle or sphere.
Okay.
Fear. Do we got Doppler radar?
Okay.
Tell us about the
So
storm.
there is. Are there any other effects of the storm that I need to know about?
It just takes... I guess it takes 1d4 times 10 minutes for each like level of the weather to change. So if the weather starts off as clear, it's going to take some time to get to what I would like it to be, which is torrential rain / driving hail / a blizzard
Oh my god, this is
with
gonna be
storm level
terrible.
winds.
Nice.
So I can roll to find out how long it's going to take. It's going to take
This is my element, cold. Into it.
10, 20, 30.
I can't wait to use this new hammer I got.
So it's going to take about an hour for the weather to get completely to storm. 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
Okay.
That's actually, those were good rolls. Look at this cat.
Yeah.
Don't.
Okay. So while that's happening, uh, let's go to Cass because I feel like you're the most likely to be doing some weird shit.
I'm actually not.
So, Cass, what are you doing as the morning comes to you? Okay.
Well, hello.
Um.
Are you all caught up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've been lagging a little bit. Yes, I can hear.
Yeah. Cass isn't doing anything. He's not doing any rituals or anything to prepare. He wakes up to a violent storm outside. I don't know. Waits for everyone else to come here before stepping out. Or I pop open the
Okay.
door. Do I see Sandara? Where do you go after your... I would have woken up like 3 hours after you completed the spell.
Oh, okay. Then I think I'm just standing kind of on the ship watching my handiwork.
Okay.
And making sure, and I have to keep the spell up so that it doesn't go back to normal. So I guess I'm just, I think, I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Concentration.
Yeah, I'm just out there concentrating on stuff.
Okay. Gotcha.
Cass steps out, and instead of you see Sundara, instead of screaming through the rain, he just casts a message spell. Like, oh, good to see you finally use that scroll. Just kind of collecting dust in the bag.
Oh, I did not forget about it. I was just waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, it's the perfect moment. Should we? I'll send a message, or you have a thing.
Yeah, I have a thing. Who do you want to talk to?
Varric, wake his ass up. Tell him we're coming.
Yeah. I cast sending to Varric. Hello, friend. Are you awake and are you meeting us on the icebreaker, or are we meeting you by the Sea of Swords? I can bring the ship over if you'd like.
Well, I'm already armored up. And I'll be... Why don't you bring the ship over here? I think it's important we show the people that we stand the Sea of Swords.
You don't get a response because that would be another message. So,
That's why I lost
just
the
in like
Sea of
20
Swords.
minutes, a ship sort of flies over the city.
Cool.
Okay.
Is never mind.
Oh,
Uh.
before the ship flies off through the city, hey Dunsparrow, this ship, I think, is going into battle right now. We're kind of gonna make this a public showing. I don't know if you want to be on the ship. It's probably one of the safer places for you right now. Your choice. Your last actual chance to get off before we go.
I'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Cool. Everything proceeds.
Okay. So with that,
Oh, are we going right now? Can I do one thing before we go to battle?
do what now?
Can I do something before we...
Yeah, absolutely. Now's your chance. If anyone has anything that they want to do.
After I'm fully armored up,
Mm.
before I get the call from Sundara, the message, I mean, I'm gonna walk into my daughter's room, and I'm gonna...
Okay.
I assume she's awake in whatever kind of weird armor she has.
Mm-hmm.
I assume she didn't sleep much last night. I'm just gonna let her know that there's an attack coming, and that I want her to gather the rest of the children, and she's the last line of defense for the children,
Okay.
and to get them ready, just in case, to protect themselves, you know.
Okay.
So
She nods. She is taking this very seriously.
and I tell her, I was like, I understand that you want to be out there fighting with me and your mother, but I can only trust you to protect the rest of these kids.
I mean, you don't have to pretend or give me the talk about, like, because to be honest, from what I hear, it actually sounds like based on, what's going on, it sounds like I actually might get some action, so.
I
Sounds
take a
good, Dan.
knee, and get right in her face, and I'm like, this isn't some kind of like me patronizing you. I honestly
I know.
need you to do this,
Yeah, I know.
and I love you.
Love you too, Dad.
I give her a hug, and then I get up and walk
She
out.
gives you a big
and
hug.
That's great. I love it. I'm so happy. And then I'll go out and kind of walk. Is there like a kind of like balcony-ish place where I can watch the boat come?
Yes, there is. Through the
Or like
storm, you just see clouds, and you just see the silhouette of the Mortal Promise like flash as it is now like within, a couple hundred yards.
is there like lightning and stuff?
Yes, there is lightning. That's what's causing the silhouette.
I don't know. Do I look like a meteorologist?
Wait, don't you have the cape of billowing?
I do have the cape of billowing. It is billowing. But right now, I might not even.
Yeah, you probably don't even need it to be a magic item.
I don't even have to use my
Right?
bonus action to make it billow right now.
Hey, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
If you target, so like, if you target something that's underwater, is it, and there's like nothing in the way, is it like an unoccupied space, even though it's underwater? Like, does the water count as occupied, or is it just like unoccupied in the sense of like a big object?
No,
being
no.
placed? Okay.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no. I mean, it's
air-
it's kind of like it's like air.
Okay. 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 Cool.
If you shoot
Okay.
your gun into the water, does it not work as well, like a real gun?
You know, I don't
Yes.
think it. Well, I was just gonna say I don't think it operates with the use of gunpowder, but magic gun
I was just,
underwater.
yeah. I was just giving a short answer and moving on. So, anyone else have anything to do before before we continue? You're parking the ship over the Mortal Promise. And just waiting.
That's what I. Yeah, Sandara's not gonna move till someone else tells her something to do.
Yeah,
I'm your loyal servant.
pretty much.
Okay. Very good. Um,
Can we get eyes out?
Eyes out.
Eyes out, like past the storm, to see where like people are coming from.
The one time you need Alara and her dumbass bird.
I know. That's what I was thinking. We need a bird replacement. Oh well.
Where's Autoluke at? Is he hanging with us?
um,
He's gone.
Otto Luke is not here.
What the fuck is that?
He's been missing from the Mortal Promise for a while.
Wow. Standard.
I
We
mean,
should get
yeah,
a
it
pet
is.
albatross. Speaking of birds. Yeah, let's smash stuff, dude. Ready to hashtag Hulk smash. Stack smash.
Okay. All right.
Oh, hold on. Should we try any like Varric, you're up on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Should we try like any diplomacy first or anything, or are we just going with for just?
So,
You
my
know,
plan for diplomacy. Oh, go. There you go.
I think we kind of lost that ability when they put like death warrants on us.
Not with the Duke. We kill the Duke, but like with this queen.
That's what we're doing with Samugi, but later.
Okay, but if she like sends like emissaries of the queen over here,
Sure,
and
we'll
we
talk.
slaughter them all.
No,
If-
no, we'll talk with some emissaries.
Yeah, but after, or we could just kick them off the edge of the boat and be like, "This is
Okay.
a skyship." And then,
I mean, we don't even like. We could even. I don't know who they're gonna send, but if it's like a whole bunch of peons, a whole bunch of foot soldiers, we can even just tell them like, "Hey, y'all, we really would prefer not to have to kill ya. Just turn around." That'd be great.
Let's play it off how they come. So if they come off like
Yeah.
just hostile straight off the bat, all right, we just return. This is how we're dancing today. And
dude, if they come hot, I'm coming in like a meteor.
Hotter.
that's fair. And then the Hongul dynasty could be like a protection kind of thing. Like I stand allied with New Callum. Don't fuck with
Mm.
us.
I stand with
I
New
am an
Callum.
ally.
This message has been. I'm Smoogie, and I approve this message.
Samugi's gonna load himself into the stack pack. Randomly.
Righteous.
It is.
He's gonna look down at Varric
Okay.
and be like, just like old times, eh?
Rock on.
Okay. So, with that, there is about an hour or so. And in the silhouette, or sorry, a silhouette forms kind of with a backdrop of lightning and these dense clouds and this this thick storm that has been conjured here. And what you see are the beating of wings
Dragons?
as a large draconic figure is approaching the Mortal Promise. As that happens, you see a skyship that is above yours that is slowly making its way as well. Is your ship directly over the Mortal Promise?
Yes.
Okay. So you watch as it just kind of ignores the ship that's beneath it, flies like just past the Mortal Promise to get directly, or just past the ice barrier to get directly over the Mortal Promise itself.
Colors on this ship?
There is
was like-
regalia of purple and gold.
Damn it. Lakers.
But that's the queen's colors, right? Or
Yes.
we lost it.
From the ship.
Sorry, you cut out
You
there.
cut-
Yeah,
you
we
cut
lost.
out.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my internet's getting real screwy. Okay. I'm going to, you know what? I'm just gonna do this.
Gonna do a little. Is this like a 2-second interlude that I can use as a bathroom break?
Yes.
Router reset. Huh?
I'm gonna, yeah. Well, I'm gonna switch to my phone probably because this is like a computer issue. All right, bear with me, guys.
Bearing.
Actually, you know what I'll do? Well, Jasmine already went for a bathroom break, so. All right, give us 2 minutes.
Who's us? We should have known she was evil. Purple and gold?
Purple and gold is the same. Yeah,
Laker.
for real.
They're evil.
Fucking Lakers. But that was the same thing that when we were when we were confronting, we were at some port with all those sailors, and then someone left that trap for us,
Oh
and they left
shit.
us that fake note.
That's right.
But he was like just pretending to be from the Queen of Brightwater.
Or so we were told.
Or so we inferred.
Well, yes.
Whatever. Losers. We're gonna fucking curb stomp these motherfuckers.
That's right.
Or my name isn't James Michael Crumb the Second.
I thought you were gonna say Barrick's name.
Wait, your middle name's Michael?
It is?
Hey,
Is
my
yours?
middle name's Michael.
Dude, we're like brothers.
Practically.
If I had to
Well,
guess,
what I'm doing is I'm making an entirely new Discord account.
Alex's middle name is like Gregory or something.
What? Gregory?
Gregory?
Gregory.
Gregory.
Is that right?
Correct.
What's your real
Oh
name,
god.
Jasmine?
Elena.
Oh, I should have known. Jasmine?
Yeah.
Angelique.
What's your last name?
Wander.
Wander? As in to walk aimlessly?
Yeah, to wander around.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you marry into that, or is that the maiden?
Married into it, but we made it when we got married.
Whoa, you just picked one?
Hmm?
You just
We
picked
combined our last names to make it. So
Wow,
we took
way
the W from my last name and the A and D E R from his.
cool.
Highly recommend it if you choose to get married.
Okay, you know what, guys? We're gonna do this live for now. Keep going for now.
Good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
All right. So, you see the sky ship, the Mortal Promise, and you see 4 individuals just drop from the ship, and they're basically just in free fall, like moving towards the flash of blue sparks that comes off of one of them, and you see this magical construct of a purple knight's helmet that is massive, that takes up like a ton of your vision looking out to the south, which is towards the sea. And you hear this commanding voice that just says, "Denizens of the Mortal Promise, you are hereby decreed to be evicted from the premises. Any failure to comply will be met with force." And with that, the purple knight's helmet just kind of like turns into smoke. And you watch as those individuals that are just in free fall, almost at the last second before they hit the Mortal Promise, a Featherfall spell goes off, and they just like very quickly like decelerate and land on the top of the Mortal Promise, and they are just like slowly moving about the ship freely.
I'm not gonna let that stand. Put me down.
Are the sea swords active? Is the nest still awake, or is like the sea swords not really a threatening force anymore?
As you look over the side of the ship, you notice there is a large detachment that is going to the actual front of the ship itself. What you're seeing right now is this is like the Spec Ops group that's going by air.
Dude, let's fucking roll with these motherfuckers. We're like the
Alright.
Spec Ops.
Yeah.
Yep. As we prepare to jump off the side, I presume, can I reposition the icebreaker to point the front, the Eldritch Lance, at the ship that those people jumped off?
You want to point the lance at the ship? It would be
Mhm.
tough because the lance is like front facing and the ship is now behind you and pretty far above you and obscured by the clouds. It's also smaller and significantly faster.
Mm.
Fuck it. Let's just
Um,
go.
Yeah, I still want to point it. Just, just like even pointing the gun at someone. A little threatening.
well, I mean, you'd have to basically turn the whole ship around and tip it like almost completely up to do that.
Freaking, let's go.
Okay, give me an Arcana check here.
I tell people to hold on first. We don't want the goblins falling off again.
Oh boy.
Now I start throwing
That's an
goblins at
11.
people.
11. Yeah, you attempt to do so, but the ship is just moving too fast. So, with that, things are shifting around the ship with how fast things are moving here. One of the goblins does fly out.
No.
I tried, guys.
And you look, and the sky ship just disappears in the clouds. As you're focused on that, this jet black, full-size dragon just like whisks past your ship, and atop you see a knight clad in all black armor.
Excuse me.
The dragon itself is also armored with, there's clearly like armor plating on it that's got black and purple.
The armor, the dragon has armor?
I mean, that's pretty
The
cool.
dragon is armored.
God damn it. And it's a black I'm tired of black dragons, I'll tell you that much. Last time, not great.
I think last time we encountered black.
That was a green dragon.
Went pretty well.
No, I'm talking about the other
How many dragons have you guys
with the video
encountered?
cameras and the braids.
Bitch.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a cool dragon. Never mind, I take it back. Really cool.
Oh. All right. That's.
So.
I mean,
so
that
much
looks
for
cool. It's
violence.
giving me Lord of the Rings vibes.
I like
Um,
it's really really pokey dragon.
So with that, the dragon and the rider are making their way to the Mortal Promise as well. And you watch as they land on like the uppermost aspect of the Mortal Promise.
Okay, do we go
Alright.
after those guys or the special ops guys? We're both.
Yeah, let's make our way
Just
down.
tell me
They're
me
all
when you
they're
wanna
all
jump.
in the same place.
The exact same place?
Well, we're not occupying the same space
Pretty
at
much,
the
yeah.
same time. That's
Alright,
impossible.
let's get the fuck out of here, off this.
Sandara,
fuck.
can you give us a cool entrance like they did?
Yep, 100%. Let's do this. Ready? Jump on 3.
I just fall.
Damn it! It's not gonna be as cool. We have to time it. Yeah,
So-
I jumped right after.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow. And you're stuck with me.
And yeah,
Samugi,
Samugi's
yeah, you're just strapped
You-
in.
You're here for the ride. baby.
yeah, we'll try to do a cool superhero featherfall entrance.
Oh yeah, can I do a superhero?
Yeah, land on your knee, and I'm gonna land behind you with my hand on your shoulder. I don't know what Cass is gonna do.
I'm floating down like the Sorcerer Supreme.
Okay, I love it. So with that,
When I land, bonus action, billow.
okay.
That's my first
So
move.
with that, Ed, are you wearing Serpa's armor?
Me? That's
Yep.
correct.
Hood up or down?
Hood up, dude.
Okay. Okay.
I'm ready to murder people. It's a hood up.
So with that, you all are just crashing towards the Mortal Promise.
We need a roll for
and
coolness.
so now you're feather falling.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feather falling this? No,
Yes.
but give me an acrobatics check because this is kind of like a Deadpool 2 skydiving scene.
Do you want acrobatics checks from all of us?
From everybody, yeah.
Come
Except
on,
Smoothie.
please.
15.
Wait, what are we rolling for?
Yes.
You don't have to roll for anything.
19.
You're strapped in, dude.
Oh.
21.
Yeah, actually not Samugi. Do this.
Would you get cast?
Oh,
15. I've decided Cass is not. He's got his hands in his pockets and his feet crossed, waiting, and just like his gun fully out.
Yeah.
On show as he's falling.
So I rolled the DC for this, and the DC that I rolled was 16.
Oh fuck.
Hmm?
So,
You're dead. Fall damage.
well, not quite. Cass went early, and he looks super cool, but with his casual confidence, he is being blown off target without really realizing it.
Oh no.
So he's kind of lazily drifting south towards the sea.
Uh-oh.
So as Featherfall is cast, Cass is actually going to end up in the water.
Oh no.
Do yours.
So as you're casually kind of waiting, you see the Mortal Promise like appear next to you, and you are off target. You are about 30 feet out, which you're not like bouncing off the side of the mountain here.
Am I drifting off a cliff?
But you do land in frigid water, like off a cliff, essentially.
Off a. Oh, okay. Well, okay. If it was a shore, I was gonna give it to you. If it's a cliff, I continued drifting. And
Well,
I
it's
hit-
a-
Can I?
It's
add
a.
something?
It's Well, it's sort of a shore. Let me just show. Why don't I just show you the map?
If I don't have to climb a cliffside to get up, I'll take a dip because that's funny. But
You'll have to climb a cliffside to get up, essentially.
you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Go for it.
Are you gonna? I suppose. Are you gonna try to like Misty step your way back? You could.
Yeah, but I'll deal with it later. It's all right.
Tell you what, let me show you the map and then make a decision because it may be extremely inconvenient for you to be in this position. So
That seems extremely.
so this
That's a tall cliff.
is what we're looking at. It is.
More promise
Hey,
looks
So this is
awesome.
you down here. You guys are gonna land over here on kind of like the side railing, and
Is
then
that where the
over
baddies
here
are?
is where you have the various knights, and then here is where you have the dragon and the emissary. So Cass, as you are drifting down,
Changed.
you get essentially like you're kind of staring in the eyes of this dragon and the dragon rider as you're like casually floating down. If you were to misty step, your options would be to go like this way towards them and be right in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's an enemy right there on the cliff edge.
Yes.
Okay.
If you were to do something like a dimension door, you'd have a little bit more wiggle room.
Yeah. That's unfortunate,
Dude.
but
Do the door under you,
yeah, well,
so you could like. Yeah, it would look cool if you just like fell through the door.
thank you for taking the thunder away. But yes, as I was floating
Oh,
backwards, there's just gonna be like a viney portal way that appears, like an archway in front of a vineyard. Then Cass just floats into it, and pops up next to the rest of the group.
Cool.
All right, so that was my bad. Yeah.
Looks
Are you
fine.
doing is this a D&D?
This is a dimension door. Yes.
Okay.
DMD?
I guess you call it a double D. All right. Okay. You dimension door next to the group. With that, Barrick, there is this heavy set and heavily armored dragonborn that sees you all land, kind of pops down the cliff and moves towards you all and just says, "Oi, this area is off limits. I'm gonna need you all to disperse." And he goes over and like puts his hand on your shoulder and like pushes you to like turn you around and move you.
Immediate uppercut.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
What should we have expected?
Don't put your hands on me. What did you expect?
Alex,
so this
you
is
knew what you were doing when you chose.
I did a
to single
superhero
out.
landing.
He said, yep.
So this is an unarmed attack
Oh, yeah, it's an uppercut.
or hammer.
No, just a. This is a. Hey, keep your hands off me.
It's an aggressive.
Okay.
Keep your hands off.
Hey, man.
Give me.
I don't know this guy.
Hey, look. I had preloaded this map, and Varric was the one up front, so you know it is what it is. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. 18.
That is a miss.
Oh, fuck.
So as you swing, he's going to attempt to grapple you.
Cool, I love it. We'll go over the side. Jasmine.
Actually,
Not happy.
I'm stressed. I don't know. I just all of a sudden I was chill this whole session. All of a sudden I'm stressed.
I was really hoping we could talk, but
Yeah.
might just makes
You
it more
guys can talk.
complicated later. Yeah, well, that's not exactly how it works. I don't know that talking would have gotten us anywhere, honestly.
Probably not.
But
it's always fun to try.
Okay.
Then someone
Forgive me,
needs
I
to
lost
stand
my.
in front of me.
I know. We need to keep a body between aggressors
Yeah, you just
and
start
terror.
carrying one of us around in front of you,
Just-
and then we'll socially block any attacks.
Readjust the stack pack so you have like no meat
A baby
shield.
Bjorn.
Yeah, people might think it's an actual child. And
A very like a Benjamin Button.
yeah, it's, with a genetic issue.
Oh, do I have to
Where
do
did
an
my-
athletics check against the grapple?
No, you do not actually.
That's concerning.
Ah, here it is. Yeah. Okay. So it's actually an attack roll on his end. Oh yeah.
Is he a
Um,
player?
don't worry about it.
I mean, that is
Where's my bonus?
one of the maneuvers for Battle Master.
You don't know what I got. Does a 26 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go for an uppercut. This guy doesn't. He has a what is he holding? So this guy's holding a like a war axe, and as you go for the uppercut, he actually moves with an agility you did not expect. He wraps his inner arm around your fist and catches essentially like your upper arm as it goes up. Spins you around, and you feel something like you feel this pressure on your back as something cold and metallic makes impact. And all of a sudden you feel yourself being completely like sheathed by this clockwork apparatus that is immediately restraining you. And with that, you are essentially your hands are put behind your back, and you are brought prone and restrained.
By like
And you,
magic handcuffs.
essentially,
Crazy.
what you just saw looks very similar to something Sundara did to someone during the siege of Barrymore.
All right, there's no need to make arrests right away. I mean, you didn't even give us a chance to leave. You pushed him. I mean, give the man the ability to punch you back. We'll make our way out, but I mean, like, we have people, loved ones here. We want to see them out to safety. Let's be reasonable.
All right. Well, you best move on before you get moved on.
All right, we'll take your little gadgets off of my friend so we can walk without falling on our ass.
With that, he just kind of smirks and looks up and just goes, "Oi, Wimbley, help me with this one." And you watch as one of the other soldiers begins kind of like hopping down. This is a human female that is like also a little less heavily armored, making her way down the cliff.
Towards
Towards all of you. Yeah, the group is descending on you now. They're actively like clearing the ship right now.
Can I commune with the device on Varric?
You can.
I will.
So This is a clockwork device. There is let me read this. Yeah. Damn it. So yeah, this is a clockwork device. It is enchanted. Um, but yeah, you could attempt to deactivate it remotely.
I put my hand on Varric's shoulder. I just say, I've got you. But I don't deactivate the device just yet.
Okay. So with that, you watch as that female officer comes by. You watch as she pulls out this little, what looks like a little coin, and she just kind of like flicks it up, catches it in her palm, and then slaps it down on her other palm. And as she does, there's this like purple flash, and there's like this burning arcane energy in her hand as she goes over to cast the spell on Varric. And I do not know if there is a saving throw or not.
Does she seem like she's casting a spell to take him out of this, or casting a spell onto Varric himself?
I'm gonna casting a spell onto Varric, and you don't know what the spell is because it's being cast through an object.
Oh, I see.
So Varric, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
It's within 5 feet of me.
Yep.
I have advantage on this saving throw.
Well, hold on.
Any spell cast by creatures within 5 feet of me, I have advantage on.
Okay. Well, because the question is whether or not a spell is actually being cast, because it's coming from a magical device.
I mean,
I would like to rule that it's not being cast. That way magical devices can't be counterspelled later.
And I think that's the ruling that actually I'll say this, we've gone back and forth on this. From my standpoint, I agree with that, and that's the way I want to run with it, because from my standpoint, casting through a magical device should be able to get through counterspell. Okay, that very cool. So with that, now you have an option of succeeding or failing. This is going to be a levitate spell. So you feel your body begin to become weightless as this spell casts, and you want to fail it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they want to take me out, they're gonna have to drag me. I'm not gonna make it easy.
Oh, okay. So you'll succeed on the save.
I'm actively resisting arrest.
Okay, gotcha. So the spell fails, and they just kind of look down, and they kind of like look at each other, shrug, and then they look over, and you hear him call the other one. He goes, "Oi, Brigid!" And now a third soldier comes down,
Cool.
and you watch as together they all just go, "Huh, I'm not surprised." And they just go to heave you over the edge.
Cool.
As they move to touch Varric, I would like to try and collapse the device.
I would also
Okay.
like to cast a spell. We're going into action.
Alright.
Alright. Everybody roll initiative here.
Yeah.
Oh, god dang
Not
it.
great.
I got an 18. I'll say this: we were kind of using this as a iffy homebrew, but
A 12.
part of the alert feat. I have an 18. I can swap with anybody if we want.
I also have the alert feat.
Yeah, we can swap initiative.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah,
It's part of the feat.
part of the
Part
new
of the
feat.
feat.
Okay.
I got 6
You can swap with any ally or any target.
With any ally, with any
with
willing,
any ally.
any willing.
Well, willing.
Okay,
you-
so sorry, 20 and above. Okay, so somebody got an 18. Who got an 18?
Cass got an 18.
I got 16.
Are you swapping?
Oh well, I want to hear the scores first, and then we can determine.
Oh, it's gonna be annoying. Okay. 16 Varric. And then what does everyone else get?
12.
Okay.
9.
Oh shit! What happened? What wouldn't the stack pack prevent this device from attaching?
No.
It's just my hands.
It essentially is a magical device that it's like the thing from the first Doctor Strange movie that just like wraps around your
That's
body.
what that reminded me of.
Yeah. So your equipment is not going to change the effect. It might change narratively what it looks like, but no, it's the same.
Just wondering.
Sandara, do you want to swap with me so you can release him?
I'd be down for that.
All right, so Cass, you're at a 13, Sandar, you're at an 18, Varric, you're at a 16.
Cass is at 12.
Oh, 12. Thought I heard 13.
Sorry. Trying to be honest.
Okay. Oh, wow, very low. Okay, cool. With that, Sandara, you are first to act here.
Okay, cool. So can you smush over a little bit so I can see everybody? Okay, I will cast a quickened commune with clockwork as a bonus action,
Okay.
and I will try and collapse the device around Varric.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
17.
Okay. With that, the device is collapsed. Varric is still prone, but he is no longer restrained.
Oh, and let me see.
Oh, I'm going to say you're not prone. Well, you don't have the prone condition.
Also, I forgot the name of the thing that I do when I use my meta magic. What is the name of that again?
Innate sorcery?
No, it happened during my
So-
downtime.
Oh, the custom feat.
Yeah. I didn't write it down. 1 second. Open an item. I think I've saved it in my items. Okay, never mind. I'll figure it out later.
Okay.
And then as my action, I will cast Wall of Fire.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And I will essentially cut off those 3. Well, I guess just because of how close everything is, I'm gonna have to shove them in the wall, and sorry about that. I wish we could have had some diplomacy, but
Okay. So this is pretty tight quarters. What's the damage distribution of the wall? You're either to do this. You're either gonna damage Cass or Varric.
I'll damage Varric. He's fine. Sorry, Varric.
Okay. So they're in the wall.
All you have to do is scoot over. It'll be fine.
Okay. And help me put this down.
Yeah.
Do you want blue or red fire?
Ooh. We can do red.
Yeah, that's fitting. Okay.
Yep. It's kind of like an L shape. Yep.
Okay. How many squares do you get though? Don't you get like a ton of feet?
Yeah, 60 feet long.
You've used 15.
Let me make sure. Let me see. Can you make that?
Can you make it up the mountain?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Probably not. I mean, you can set the whole thing ablaze and like you can cut things off.
Yeah, let's. Can I just kind of do a?
Do you want to let me do it?
diagonal- Yeah, like a slice
Like
to prevent
that?
anybody else from jumping down the mountain towards us. Kind of the goal.
Give us some. Yeah, give us some ambiance. How's that?
That looks great.
Because I'll give you a little T shape too. How's that? There you go.
Perfect.
That's gonna be really hard to undo, so you better be okay with it.
It's a lot of control Z's.
Okay. So there are going to be 3 reactions. As these 3 are all going to cast a 3rd level Hellish Rebuke on you.
Oh my.
Cool. Love that. That's fun. It's a good time. And they also have to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that first, yeah. Fail. New dice.
No, just keep using those.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's a 3 Fowlers. So what happens to them?
They get hurt. It's hot. Oh, that's sad. 17 damage.
Okay.
Oh gosh, what was that?
Okay. And for their Hellish Rebukes. Okay. Doink.
Is that a spell?
They're all spells, yeah.
Yeah, let me whack one.
Okay. Now go ahead and make
Alright.
your attacks.
And we're doing two-handed with this fancy new sword. Or, hammer. Of
Do you-
answering.
You mean Great Weapon Master?
No, it's two-handed. Or one-handed. It's a, it's a versatile weapon. +3.
Oh, I do not keep track of your guys' equipment. I vaguely remember this. Okay, sounds good.
It's a hammer
Sundar,
next to
3
the
deck
master
saves.
one.
Yep.
Yes, sir. 13, 24,
29.
21.
Varric, your attack hits. Sundara, you save twice. For the one that you fail, you're going to take 14 points of fire damage.
Okay.
My God. Oh my God.
10, 18.
31 points of fire damage. Oh, but you
That-
succeeded. Damn it. It's half to 15. I wish I rolled that first. That was almost nearly a max roll
This
on
is
a Hellish
only,
Rebuke. That was incredible.
who's closest to me?
The enemies.
Which one is, are they all the same distance?
They're all the same distance.
Then the one
And
that
there
put
are
the,
another 14 damage to you. I rolled very high on my last one too.
the one that put
All
the
right,
handcuffs
sorry.
on me?
Which one are you hitting, Barrick?
The one that put the handcuffs on me, the dragon.
Yeah, I figured. So that's this one.
Yeah, okay. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yep. Yep. That is going to be a 26.
Okay, saves. He is still, because of the crusher feat, getting pushed 5 feet.
Sorry.
Sorry, what?
23. Okay, which way do you want to push him?
Can I push him off the edge?
No. You're the one that's close to the edge.
I understand that.
So 5 feet would put him here.
Can I push him into his bros? You know what? I won't push him.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to do anything.
It's
Okay.
18 plus 9. 27 points of damage.
Okay.
That's that.
Oh, and Varric, I need you to make a dexterity save for Sundara's wall of fire.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. That's a fail.
It's only
Unless-
17 damage.
17 fire.
Do I also take damage? Because I am on Varric's person.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I know. I should have
Yeah,
said.
and I'm gonna say since you're in the
pack.
stack pack, I'm gonna say no saves. You just take the damage.
17.
And what was your initiative, by the way?
9.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Uncharacteristically low for the Moogie Man.
Mhm.
The last
okay.
like 3 battles we've been in, I've been rolling super low on initiative. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, that was 4 reactions on Sundara's turn. Now we go to Varric, unless she has movement she wants to spend.
I'll back up a little bit. Just like 10. Yep, that's perfect.
All right.
Um,
That is going to bring us to Varric.
Wall of fire concentration.
Yes, thank you.
Please don't fail.
I kind of want her to fail.
Or concentrate on any other spells.
18. Oh, I have to do
Well,
it
you
3
gotta-
times.
To do it 2 more times.
Yep. That's a 25. I presume that passes.
I don't think Sundara can mathematically fail like
One.
certain
I
Constitution
have
saving
advantage
throws.
and
Or like,
yeah, +9.
and
it's
you're a
limited.
sorcerer. Yeah.
I've rolled 2 1s in a row before, so
you
it's possible.
can't fail unless they do 21 damage to you or more.
I mean, she can't. She'd have to like roll 2 natural ones.
Which I've done.
Yeah, I'm almost at a point where I kind of don't want to ask for like. In fact,
You can, I mean, it's
I'm
fun
gonna
for
tell you
me.
this.
It's something I get to pass.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're fine. I'm not gonna wait for you to roll your saves though. You just tell me if you fail.
Like what? Okay.
I'll ask for them, and then I'm just gonna assume you succeed unless you tell me you fail. That brings us to Varric.
I'm gonna hit each one of these guys once.
Bop, bop, bop. Spread the love.
Yeah. 22, or sorry, 24.
Hits.
20 unnatural.
Hits.
26.
Hits.
This plus 13 is crazy. They're each gonna do strength saving throws.
A success and 2 failures.
They are no longer holding weapons. first one takes 19 points of damage. The next one takes 19 points of damage. This one takes 25 points of damage. I'll do them in order of, closest to closest to allies to farthest away from allies, in that order.
Okay, perfect. That's how I already did it.
Okay, I assumed that we would be on the same page about that, actually. But I thought I should
Perfect.
just...
Okay. So that Varric is fighting in a wall of fire right now, essentially.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
As there's like Dark Souls-esque ash like coming off of his billowing cloak right now. He just completely. This is like a. It's like you just put like two hockey teams in like the same dugout together, and there's a brawl. Except one of the hockey teams is Varric. So you watch as Varric just like takes his hand. Because this is the... Go ahead.
I will use my movement to get it out of the wall of fire, but stay within the last guy's melee range.
So you watch as Varric literally just like takes the head of his hammer with one hand and just uses it as almost like a fist, and just like punches this lady in the face, slaps the spear out of her arm, grabs the other guy's shield, headbutts him, and then kicks his like steps on his sword to like smack it out of his hand, and then with that the Dragonborn like swings at him with the axe, and Varric, you kick his knee out from under him, grab his cloak, pull it around his head, and then just headbutt him as he's just like caught with his cloak over his head. So Varric's just in there brawling. That brings us to Cat. Oh, you're going out this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
and then you can play I assume you want to play D over here to keep them in? Okay.
Yeah. And okay, yeah. So they don't okay, never mind. Yeah, continue.
Okay. Well, anything else?
No, I was gonna say, are they gonna take attacks of opportunity, but they don't have weapons?
They also don't have reactions.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll take that. That's it. That's all.
Okay. That brings us to.
I don't know what I want.
Oh, actually, I get a turn.
I actually have to leave right now. I hate to start
Okay.
and then run.
Hate to start a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got family on the way, so.
Bye.
If you guys continue, I smash. Plus 13.
Okay.
1d10 plus 8.
I'll,
you guys.
If we play, I'll play you.
Okay, I trust you.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will put it to the group. Didn't someone else have to go around this time?
Yeah, I have to leave in like 20 minutes.
I thought there were two people that had to go at like 11. Okay. So, did you work today?
Yeah.
Unlucky.
It says the guy who got 2 hours of sleep.
I feel great. So usually I recommend just like pressing on, because like we're always gonna have people duck out and stuff. But if it's just gonna be the three of us, so I guess me, Pierce, and Jessica, do you guys want to like power through this 2 men down, or do we want to put a pin in this here and continue this battle next session?
As long as nothing changes in the battle, to change what I do when we come back, then yeah, I think we can. Right, we can end it that way. Hopefully, maybe.
Jasmine, do you want to play out do you want to play out this first round of initiative, or do you want to
Oh
like
yeah, I feel like
get
we
ready
should.
for your shift now?
No. I feel like we can finish this round because we've only done 2 peeps. So then next session it's
Okay,
the
let's do
start
that,
of
and then
the
we'll
second
start.
round.
We'll start fresh. Okay, perfect. Let's do that if you're all okay with that. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Dragonborn here. He's got to get out, and Samugi's still in the stack pack, so I'll just set him off to the side. No one knows Samugi's here. He's gonna stay within Varric's range.
Fortunate.
God, he can't take another hit from him. He is going to. Oh man. Oh god, my options are so terrible. Okay, yeah. He is going to. Oh god, he's gonna cast Compelled Duel on Derek. On Derek.
That's a saving throw.
Yeah, tell you what, Jasmine, just roll me a d20.
Yeah.
What is Derek's charisma?
Oof. A natural one.
Perfect.
I mean-
Okay. I mean, it's just a compelled duel.
I mean, yeah, that would suck honestly for the guy. I would never compel duel Varric. That guy's just gonna die soon. So
That's a bad move.
all he did was sacrifice himself for his friends. Good for him, honestly.
That's something we tried to do and
then he's
failed.
going
He
to.
just did it for us.
Well, I've got a plan. It's a desperate one, but it's a plan. And then his first hit's gonna miss. Second 21. Does that hit Derek?
That does, yes.
And then can you give me a strength check or strength save, please?
Yes, that's a plus. Gotta do it on mine. That's stupid. 24.
Okay. So he'll take 18 slashing, but I think he
Minus
reduces
3.
that somehow. Minus
I'll find out.
3.
Okay.
Actually, technically, I think
yeah.
he halves it and minuses it
If you say so.
because of his armor. I think you minus it first, though. I don't know how that works. I'll let someone else do the math.
Yep, I'll just write things down.
Okay, he was trying to push him back into the fire. Okay, sounds good. That's not an effective way to deal with Derek. Okay, that brings us to Cass.
Derek.
Okay. Him, the cloak guy getting behind there is immediately change things. This wall of fire, how tall is it?
Oh, I think it's a solid 20 feet tall. Let me double check.
Okay. Yep. All right.
I don't make the rules. I just do the magic.
That's fine.
Yeah, 20 feet high.
Okay. So I'm very close. I'm going to back up. And is the cloaked guy the one that was riding the dragon?
No,
Okay.
he's
It's
up
just-
here.
Oh, he's still up there.
Yep.
Oh no. Okay. Can you zoom in on the figurines a little bit? The enemies. Yeah. Cass backs up, keeping his eye on the enemy to his left, and I don't think.
You're gonna hop off the rail here.
Nope. I'm gonna catwalk back on the rail towards Sundara. And as he goes, he incants a spell and flicks his hand out, and the lady in the back needs to make a strength saving throw.
Natural 18.
That's wonderful. Okay. He casts telekinesis, and she succeeds.
But you're concentrating on it, right?
I'm concentrating on it now, yeah, so I can try again next round. I don't know. As a bonus action, he inspires Samugi. Do something great, Smoogs, because I'm not.
All right, that's going to bring us to this one up here.
Oh, I hop off the thing too and get like next to Sundar, but on the ground.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This one here is going to move. We can make it about here. And then she is going to bless herself and 1, 2, 3, these two. And that's her turn. That is going to bring us to Samugi.
Is there anyone within striking distance of me? I'm still on Derek's back, yeah.
Well, you're in the stack pack. You can't really strike out of the stack pack. You have to get out.
Damn. Okay. Who's the closest foe to me?
The Dragonborn here.
Okay. Is that the one that's compelled dueled with Varric?
Yes.
Okay. I want to use the stack pack. All right.
Do you want to
Can I
fire?
launch
Do you want to fire out of the stack pack?
I mean, kinda, yeah. Can I launch
Okay.
myself out to the person outside of the fire ring?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage. So roll 2, take the lowest.
16.
Okay, that's enough. So you launch yourself with a stack pack. You'll be around up here and arc down here. So are you cool just landing behind them?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm gonna attack them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use 2 attacks.
Okay, roll your
Damn
attacks.
it, that one. First one was a 12.
That'll
Second one
miss.
is a 26.
That definitely hits.
Okay. And what do I get for a Titan Butcher?
1.
Okay, so that's 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And a stunning strike.
Oh, good. Oh, wait, I have bless. Will it matter?
Does not.
Ooh, maybe. Probably not. Constitution?
18.
Yeah, I got a 15, so fail.
Dope. Okay, sweet. So, stunned.
And then a concentration check.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Are you kidding me? My fucking bless is down.
Nice.
God damn it.
The movie sharpshooter, they call me. Okay, and then I'm gonna what's it called? Invert back to my stack pack.
Yes. A menace to society.
I know. What a
Terrible.
what a freaking troll. Oh, fuck this guy.
Could you imagine being in an actual battle and that happening?
Oh shit! I dropped some Moogie.
Oh wait, I didn't realize my deflect energy applied to the fire, but it does. So am I allowed to retroactively? I took 17 points of damage.
Yeah, I'll let you.
D10 plus 5.
God, the smaller mini is so much harder to.
So cute.
Damn it. That was a 1. Okay, so 1 plus 5. So that was only 12 points of damage.
Okay. All right, that's going to bring us to the 2 that are in the fire. They already took the damage, so they don't take it this turn. They are both. How does Compel Duel work? Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's right. Okay. So these 2 are unarmed, and their weapons are somewhere in this wall of fire. They are both. They're acting on the same initiative. This one here is going to act first, and he is going to cast Crown of Madness on Barrick. So it's a Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, that is.
Interesting.
Oh god. A 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. So well, first off, Varric gets an attack of opportunity because he's a Mage Slayer.
Mage Slayer.
This one. So do you want to? Someone want to roll for Varric?
How do I attack for him? I'll roll a 20.
Here, I can
Roll a d20.
That's a natural 20.
Sounds good.
And then it's he's
2D.
using his sword of answering, I presume.
It's
Yep.
1d8, 1d10 plus 8.
1d10 plus 8. Okay. Well, 2d10 plus 8, right?
I think it's 1.
Well,
Or-
because
because you crit. Yeah.
I don't crit very often, so I don't know how this works. 19 total.
Okay. Great. So this one goes to cast a spell. Varric hits her on the shoulder with a hammer. Spell goes through. He is affected by Crown of Madness. The second knight is then going to move over here and swing at you, Cass.
Oh wait, he's using his hammer. That's
Varric was.
okay. Yeah, that's 2d6 damage. We'll do that.
No, it's the sword of answering, but it's a warhammer.
Oh, okay. Someone's attacking me.
Yeah, I don't. I got disarmed. Damn it. All right. Well, then she is gonna just pull out a dagger and use that. Lame. The first one is gonna 14 misses. I'm assuming,
Yes,
and then a 21 to hit.
that will hit.
That's gonna be 8 points of slashing or piercing damage.
Okay.
LG runs up to you and slips a blade beneath your rib cage.
That is
Ouch.
just a 10 on my con save. Barely succeeded.
Okay. That's all you need. That is going to bring us to my friends over here. All right.
Boy,
Yep.
I didn't take the dragon into account.
Yeah,
That was
Maybe
always
he wants
people.
to talk.
People always forget the dragon. So you're all real bunched up, but that's kind of fine. Am I about to do this?
Please don't.
Well, no, I think it's stupid. But yes, I am. So they're acting. So while he's mounted, they can act on the same initiative. Yeah. The Black Knight is going to cast Banishment on the Dragonborn,
What?
who will fail the save. And now our Black Dragon is going to use his breath weapon.
What?
I don't know if that's an optimal play, but that's
I
what.
don't like what your brain has become since you started playing Magic.
What are you talking about?
That's crazy. Okay.
I would have done that.
I would have never thought of that.
So, yeah. Well, I feel like usually you guys are destroying me, so I gotta step my game up. So I need everyone here to make a dexterity saving throw. While I pull up a dice roller.
Fuck.
I'll do Varric's first. Oh, wow, good for him. Natural 20, 22.
Dude, what is it with Varric and rolling natural 20s?
I don't know.
Even
I
for
and
me.
it's
so
like,
sick
and
of
watch, I'm gonna roll a 1 right now. I'm gonna be so mad. Ah, goddamn. Oh wait, no, I should have. Yep. Okay, that's not terrible. With the plus 23.
What a... For what it's worth, I got a terrible... Okay. Okay, Samugi.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, you'll take half damage anyway because of evasion. Cass?
I failed. Like 7.
Perfect. So the damage is 38 acid. And everyone but Cass succeeds.
Okay. I'm also gonna deflect energy. Can I deflect energy? Or did I already use it once this round?
You can.
Okay.
I mean,
Nice,
is
that
there
was a
even
10,
point
so
in spell
15.
check?
So it was 38 halved? That's
Um,
19.
yeah, 38 halved is 19, yep.
Okay, I rolled a 10, so that's 19 minus 15, so that was 4.
And with that, as a reaction, the Death Knight is going to lose concentration on banishment to bring back the Dragonborn. And with my perfect play, that is where we are going to pick up next time at top of initiative order.
Yeah, shit, that changes things.
There's a dragon.
Concentration on telekinesis is dropped. Also,
Oh.
Oh
well.
no, I'm so
there's
sorry.
no way I could succeed on that. Unless it's only like 60.